Hi again, superstars. It's great to have you back learning today. My name is Shani. How did you go using your letter tiles in our last lesson to make some of these words? Perhaps you read them, perhaps you even wrote them, or maybe you put them in a sentence. The words were bent, crab, brag, band, belt, and bag. In today's lesson, we are going to use all of the phonemes and letters that we have learnt so far to read and write words. For today's lesson, you're going to need something to write on, something to write with, your listening ears, and your letter tiles if you have them handy. Are you ready to listen to some sounds in words? I'll show you some pictures. Make sure that your hands are ready to go up and over the hill, and we're listening for that middle sound today. This is a picture of an emu. What word? Emu. Off we go. Emu. What sound in the middle? This is a picture of a hook. What word? Hook. Off you go. Hook. What sound in the middle? Up. This is a picture of a gate. What word? Gate. Off you go. G-8. What sound did you hear? A. So did I. Well done. Last one. This is a picture of a box. Off you go with your hand. B-ox. What sound did you hear here? Oh, good job. Oh is the sound in the middle of the word box. Let's do our alphabet now. Remember, I'm going to point to some of the letters and I want you to say the letter name as I point to them. Are you ready? Off we go. I, L, S, R, V, B, last one, D. Great job. It's time to do our skywriting now, so stand up, out of your seat, have a big stretch and get your skywriting hands ready. Remember, we say our letter name, our keyword, and the phoneme. Off we go. H, hat. B, bed. B. E, egg. F. D, dog. D. N, nose. N. S, sun. S. G, gate. G. R, rabbit. R. M, mouse. M. I, insect. I. P, pig. P. C, cat. K. F, fish. F. O, orange. Op. T, tap. T. A, apple. A. Underneath my alphabet, I have our word grid. Let's read these words together. We'll sound them out first. We'll do the first row and then we'll do the second row. Are you ready? Bed. Bed. What word? Bed. Op. Hop. What word? Hop. And. Hand. What word? Hand. Last one. Crab. Crab. What word? Crab. Let's read those words from the beginning as whole words. Bed, hop, hand, crab. Can we read them a bit faster? Bed, hop, hand, crab. One more time. Bed, hop, hand, crab. Did you read them as fast as me? Great job. Let's try the second row now. Hen. What word? Hen. Him. What word? Him. Bag. Bag. What word? Bag. Brand. Brand. What word? Brand. Let's read those from the beginning as whole words. Hen, him, bag, brand. Again, a bit faster this time. Hen, him, bag, brand. One more time. Hen, him, bag, brand. Do you think we can go from the beginning all the way to the end and read them as whole words? Let's see how we go. Bed, hop, hand, crab, hen, him, bag, brand. Remember, you can always go back to this activity at the end of this lesson if you'd like another practice. I wonder if you can point to a word in our chart that ends with D. Can you see a word that ends with D? There might be more than one. Let's have a look. Bed. Bed ends with D. What about this word? Hand. That's right, it ends with D too, and I think there might be one more. Did you point to brand? Well done. Bed, hand, and brand all end with D. I wonder if you can find a word that rhymes with mop. Can you point to a word that rhymes with mop? Let's check. Mop and bed? No. Mop and hop? Yes. Well done. Did you point to hop? And lastly, let's see if you can find two animals. Can you find words that are names for two animals? Let's have a look in the first row. Can you find an animal? Crab. Did you point to crab? Yeah, great job. What about in our next row? Hen. Did you see hen sitting here? Crab and hen are both animals. It's time now to get our letter tiles ready. So if you could find yours, I'll take our chart off the board and get ready for our letter tiles. Now we don't need all of our letters today. We only need a few. So see if you can find these letters in your pack. D, E, A, B, H, I, and N. We're going to do some letter chains or word chains now. So our first word that we're going to start off with is the word bed. What word? Bed. Let's tap out those sounds in bed and I'll use my magnets. B, E, D. How many phonemes? B, E, D, bed. 3 phonemes. What sound do we hear here? In bed. B, E, D, B. That's right. Which letter do we use to spell B? The letter B. Bring it down and say B. What sound do you hear in the middle of bed? B, ed. What sound? E. Which letter do we use to spell E? The letter E. That's right. Bring it down and say E. The last sound in bed, B, E, D. What phoneme? D. Which letter do we use to spell D? Yes, that's right, the letter D. Bring it down and say D. Let's read that word. B-ed, bed. If this says bed, make it say bad. What do we need to swap out? Remember, one swap. Bed to bad. What sound did you hear in the middle? Ah, that's right. Swap out it and put in ah. Let's read that word. Bad, bad. If this is bad, make it say had. What word? Had. Let's sound it out. Add. What are we swapping? The beginning sound. Yes, we need to swap out B and put in. Good. Let's read this word. Add, had. If this says had, make it say hid. What sound are we listening for? Id. That's right, the middle sound. Swap out the A. To make it hid, what sound do I need? It. Which letter do I use? The letter I. Yes, bring it down and say it. Read this word. Id, hid. We made lots of different words today with only swapping one sound, one grapheme. Maybe you could try more of those words at home. Now it's time to learn a new tricky word. So I'll put all of my letter tiles away. And our new tricky word is the word is. Can you say that? Is. is, as in, it is a sunny day. Let's tap out the sounds in the word is. Is. How many phonemes do we have in the word is? Is. That's right, there are 2 phonemes. The first phoneme, I. How do we write I? Yes, with the letter I, we already know this one. The phoneme at the end, is, the z phoneme, in this word is the tricky part. And in this word, we write the z phoneme with the letter S. In this word, it doesn't say s, it says z. And that's because the letter S at the end of a word after a vowel says z. So this is the letter that we need to remember off by heart. Let's read that word. Is. Now I want you to spell that word. When we spell that word, we're going to use our letter names. So it will sound like this. I-S is. Can you do that with me? I-S is. One more time. I-S is. Now it's your turn to write it. We're going to write that word 3 times. Are you ready? Let's go. Let's see if we can write it together. I-S is. Again. I-S is. One more time. I-S is. I also have our new word, our new tricky word, in our folder. So it's ready for us to practice. Let's read it one more time. Is. Let's spell it. I-S is. Great job. Let's have a go now at writing a phrase. So we're going to do some dictation. And I'll leave our word here on the board just in case you need that to help you. But I'm going to say a phrase now. The phrase is, it is big. Can you say that? It is big. How many words do I have in my phrase? It is big. 3 words. Well done. Just like last time, I want you to write 3 lines on your page. It is big. Our first word is it. Tap out the sounds in it. It. I want you to have a go at writing that all by yourself now. Off you go. Sound it out as you write it. It. Well done. If you need a little bit of help, I've put mine on the board. Our next word is. Oh, we've just learnt that word. Is. Well done. But remember, when we spell is, I-S. Write it down. It is. And the last word is big. It is big. Tap out those sounds. B-I-G. Write it down. Sound it out as you write it. B-I-G. B-I-G. How did you go? Have a look at mine. Does yours look like mine? Let's do the first word. It. It. Do you need to tick or fix? Well done. Our next word is. I-S. Do you have the same? Tick or fix. And the last word, big. B-I-G. Does yours look like mine? Tick or fix. Well done. Another great effort at writing some of our words. Now it's time to do some reading, and I have some new sentences, so I'll clean my board. This is our first sentence. Let's read this one together. This is a tricky word. The. That's right. Let's sound out the next word. P-A-N. Pan. Back to the beginning. The pan. We've just learnt this word. What is this word? Is. Good job. Back to the beginning. The pan is hot. Hot. One more time. The pan is hot. Again. The pan is hot. Our next sentence. Let's read this one together. A tricky word. Let's sound this word out. Cat. What word? Cat. Read it from the beginning. A cat. Here's this tricky word again. Is. That's right, good remembering. A cat is on. Back to the beginning. A cat is on the step. Right from the beginning now. A cat is on the step. How did you go reading those sentences with our new tricky word is? Before we finish the lesson today, I have some of the graphemes that we have learnt. When you see the grapheme, I want you to say the phoneme that these graphemes represent. Are you ready? S, t, it, at, p, d, n, g, o, k, r, f, e, b. Can we do it one more time a little bit faster? Let's see how fast we can go. S, t, it, at, p, d, n, g, o, k, r, f, e, b. I'm also going to put up two sentences that we've read earlier in our lessons this week. Oops. This sentence says, a red hen sat on the nest. Can you read it with me? A red hen sat on the nest. And the last sentence, 10 bats hop on the big bed. One more time. 10 bats hop on the big bed. Perhaps you could read these sentences to somebody in your home. Maybe you could read it to your puppy or a teddy bear. You might practice writing some of these sentences, and don't forget you have your letter tiles that you could build some of those words. It's amazing at how big your words are in our sentences now. You're doing a wonderful job learning so many phonemes and graphemes. I can't wait to learn our next phoneme next week when I see you again. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.